Hello everybody and welcome back to something that isn't Formula 1. This is the Let's Play Minecraft series from 2023, Reborn if you like. So yeah, you'll notice that the 2023 has disappeared from the YouTube title, but if you are wanting to watch older episodes of this, you need to find stuff that has 2023 in the title. And yes, I'm back playing this because I've been inspired, if you like. I mean, I have two of these friends. We always used to have one, and then recently one joined. Can I burst some of this stuff off the floor, maybe? Or do something to sort of integrate lighting, like I've done other places? So this episode, the whole idea is that I'm basically going to go around and show you what we actually have. I think what might be easier, actually, let me just... so there is this tool called Unmind, which, if I fire it up, this basically gives you like a world overview of single player stuff. And I've enjoyed playing this. One of the big problems is, of course, is that there isn't cloud saves, or at least certainly isn't with multi-MC. And the big problem with that is I do have two computers. I have my desktop, which I'm playing on now, and then I have my gaming laptop that I use when I'm at my girlfriend's. And the big problem, well, usually what happens is that there's cloud sync on Epic and Steam. I can download updates when I'm here. And in fact, actually, if with Steam, if both machines are on the same network, and I try and update something on a machine that already has the update, it actually copies the data of the local network, not the internet, because it's faster. Why won't you load? Or won't you load because you haven't got all your support files with you? Downloads, Unmind GUI. Oh, you fucking idiot. There we are. Okay, so we open the world. This isn't the whole world. Open world. For Christ's sake. Welcome to playing video games with me, where it's just in File Explorer windows. So yeah, I basically have to move this instance folder around. And it's a pain in the arse. Right, so this should give you a bit of an overview of what we've actually got. So we spawn, I believe, somewhere over here as like our default spawn point, and we've wandered all the way over here. If you wonder why this is kind of quite rectangular, I have tried making a overworld or an in-game version of this map with maps. In fact, you can see it if I... There it is. So that is sort of in-game version of what you've just seen, and we are, of course, where that green arrow is. So if we head back to this obviously won't generate world I haven't been into, so I'm not getting any spoilers or anything. But this is where we are now. So that is our house that we're in. We normally spawn over there. So we've got a clay biome, sand biome. There is even a jungle over here, and based off of the thumbnail from the previous video, look, there's a boat there, we actually have found a jungle temple in that jungle as well. I don't believe there's anything really of much interest because they've not really been touched since they got put in, but yeah. So this is where we are. As you can tell, it's sort of like a little island in a lake, if you like. We've got a village there. There's another village down here. There's also another sort of small island going on here with a little bit of water inside, but I like the idea of having an island. And something that I have done with this island as well is when I've dug trees out, it's going to be a little bit hard to see, but when I've taken down trees, I've tried to leave a trunk, or a, what's it called? I forgot what the technical term is for it. Stump, that's what I'm looking for. The stump of the tree. The idea being that I'm always terrible at putting just stripping everything out, and then there's no sort of natural land. I mean, one of my long-serving worlds was literally, I flattened it to one level back many moons ago. So the idea is that I'm leaving the stumps in, so that, you know, if I want to start putting forest back in when I've taken it out, just so you can sort of see the lay of the land, I can just mine that stump, put a sapling down, and away we go. And now, this is what we've got here, and we have got sort of path set up. We'll go from this side and move our way across. I have played some of this off camera, so some of this is new and has never been seen on YouTube before. So this is our boat dock. So we get across there. We've got sugarcane over there to make our books and things. I don't know what this was for. I presume I had a zombie villager in here that has despawned. So there's that. This is going to be a KFC. So this is just collecting a load more eggs. I didn't quite realise how quick it was collecting eggs, because I think I'm going to move where it is. And trying to move these chickens is going to be a pain, so I'll probably just kill them. But obviously I want to close them. But yeah, so the whole idea is kind of like, this is lava chicken years and years ago. It's fucking raining. Great. So yeah, the idea is that when the chickens are babies, they're sort of half a block high, and then when they grow up and become a full block high, you could have lava kill them. I'll go away from them a little bit. Kill them, and because it's lava, it will cook the chicken. So you'll just have a chest of cooked chicken, and I've used that quite a lot. We struggled for a while in this series with having food, but no, there's that. This was to help us smelt cobblestone back into regular stone. So these are drip stone, I think, peaks or whatever they are. Basically, you have lava up here. The lava goes down through here, and then when you put cauldrons underneath, it basically creates lava source blocks. So I believe I may have used these to make the nether portal. I don't know. But no, these make lava source blocks, and there's enough room here for us to have, what, 16? Yeah, 16. I haven't got enough iron probably, or I've got plenty of these, I think. But yeah, so that's how that works. We've got a small little farm here, just so we had some sort of food and also to breed our cows. And then this is something that I've been building off camera, and these I've always built. These are basically vertical farms. So if we head up here, so the idea is that these will be replaced by not droppers. What are the other type? Well, droppers. Things actually spit out the water, so then all the stuff would run to that edge. There's a gap there, so the water would run down. To push all the stuff down to the very bottom, and I believe I have a yes. And then at the bottom here, you have hoppers. So there you are. There's one of the holes. So all the stuff will be blown into here, or blown, or what's blown with water? I can't word today. I don't know what's wrong. And then we have a chest down here that it'll all go into beehives. So that's that growing. I usually build them taller, but that'll do for now. Because the whole idea is I need sort of wheat for villagers. So again, this is the house. I'll give you a better tour than what you got before. There really isn't that much more to see. So we have smelting station, sort of stuff for smelting, so coal and bits of stone, a jukebox, random crap chests, nothing that exciting. I remember those guys being a bit of a pain in the arse. As I say, this is the map wall that we're building. These are sort of valuables. And one of the big issues that we had with this series was a mixture of just seemed to struggle to get resources. We were struggling with food. We had no iron or diamond or anything. We've been quite good with iron, and we've got a lot of iron just still left in there. We did have a lectern, but that's now in the village. We have a blast furnace, a brewing stand, I believe all stolen from the village. And then up here we have these two. It was one for a while, and suddenly the second one appeared. And our bed. Kind of boring, but yeah, I've spent most of our time building this house. I'm actually going to sleep. The days seem a lot shorter than they always used to be, but never mind. And I keep sleeping so I don't have phantoms. I'll show you the mine shaft later. But this is a new path that I've put in. This was our original hidey hole, sort of kept for prosperity. And at the end here... Oh, all the power's just gone off. I think. But no plugs seem active, it's just the lights that have gone off. In fact, no, it's just the lights in this room. Alexa, turn on the lights. Okay. How bizarre, bear with me a moment. That was strange. Mum turned on the light in her room and all the lights upstairs went off. The plug was still working, which is because the fan was still running. I was like, yeah, well, the fan doesn't run on a UPS, the computers do, but yeah. Let me just deal with that. I am also running the Faithful 64 resource pack. So for those who don't know, normal Minecraft graphics are 16 by 16 on each blocks, and with resource packs you can basically up the resolution by doubling it. So you have 32 and then 64. Most people run the 32. Just a bit better without looking too ridiculous. First time I've run the 64, so we'll see what I reckon to it. I've not actually been to the Nether. We'll go to the end. I haven't been to the Nether since I've started playing it again. I can't remember anything about it. So here's our mine shaft, which I have done some digging out and put this sort of striped stair affair in. I don't think there's really anything to look at all the way down there. I think it does end up at actual bedrock eventually, but obviously we go past 0. This is 0. This used to be a lot. Well, 4 really used to be a lot. Another thing I did off camera was I finished off this tunnel, put in these shroom lights. And this goes through to our sort of other main build other than the house, which I have added books to since, but this is a skeleton spawner. So this, it's up there somewhere. They come down, they drop here, and then we have a timed crusher, so they're just one hit. And then we get a lot of stuff from them. So we've got bows, boots, arrows and stuff. Here's some stuff there. You can hear them starting to come down, so you just hang out in here and eventually they'll pop down. So you can turn off the chute. So now no more will come down into this hole. And you can use the mod crusher. And then, yeah, you've got to hit him at least once, I think, to get the XP. Otherwise, it's just crushing for items, which I'm not that interested in. And then usually, when you open the chute again, our load immediately fire down normally. Ah. You could keep going like that, but we'll leave. This way, I believe, leads into a cave, which you can't now, I guess, access, because this is how we used to access it. So this is the main cave under our base. I think we've got everything of interest. Ooh. So iron there. If I get the iron, I have then mined and crafted. I don't know, one of the issues I really had with this series was trying to find resources, which is good and bad. The fact that now you really do have to cave to get resources, strip mines are kind of kaput. Well, that is what's at the end of that tunnel, a strip mine that doesn't really get you anything. So, I was used to the olden days of, you know, get below 16, build a branch mine, get all the diamonds you ever need. That's not really the case anymore. Now in here, that's where you can get that purple stuff. Let's try and work out how we get back to where we were now. But yeah, look for the cobble. Ooh. Copper, I believe in the next version of the game, gets a use. Kind of typical Mojang thing of introducing something and it being useless for years. So there's the tunnel. The other thing that we have, if you follow the redstone torches, I believe there's another spawner, which is too far away to sort of use as a double spawner really, so it's not being used. I think it is a zombie one, and I got everything of interest from it. So yes, I need to find some more of those shroom lights to go where these torches are. Then I should be able to actually get rid, although this corner's a bit dark, so I'm going to have to do something imaginative there. So what we'll do now is I'm going to head to the nether, because I've not actually been there since I've started this world up again. It says what I want to do here. I just want to carry on doing stuff, basically. Carry on with farms and things. That's why I built that. Did I see a skeleton? Nope, it's this. These always look like skeletons. So not been to the nether. I'll also show you the nearby village, because I've done some things there. Let's head to the nether. Prepare to immediately die. Now, the fact that this thing is covered in torches means that's probably interesting. I remember mining for marble. So much time spent mining for marble. Okay, are you friendly? Yes. With a texture pack, I couldn't quite really work out what it was. Glowstone. Ooh, little, ooh, ah. Why are you angry at me? Are you that other type of pigment? can hear you. Don't know where you are. Oh God. So you... What? Oh my God. What are you? I'm trying to read what you are. Oh, piglin, yes. So piglins are not zombie pigmen. Zombie pigmen are nice. This is a piglin who is also nice for some reason. Can't quite work out why. So I don't know if we found a fortress here or not. I can't remember, but I'm going to run away because I feel very unprepared. But that's the nether. Nothing really done here yet. I thought it'd done that thing that randomly spawned you somewhere else. Luckily it has not. Now I believe in the direction that has the boat thing. I should probably sleep. We'll go and check out our village that we've commandeered. Really give these guys names. Have, you know, Eric and Ernie, but I'm scared that I'd name them and then rain or something would kick them out of the way. So yeah, so that needs glass putting in. The dispensers, that's what I'm looking for, dispensers. Putting in. Now I can't remember. Let me grab some of this. Now I haven't read up much on the way that villages and books work, but basically from Good's Minecraft videos, if you want books, you need to give them a pedestal thing. And then if you want to lock that trade in so that it doesn't change when, you know, you go away and come back, you do have to actually activate that trade once. Or a trade, you know, if there's two, you could technically activate the other one. Just as long as it's done, you've got like a level of trade with them, they should stick. I hope. Is this the right village? I think it is. Hi friends! So you need to find the ones that don't have like a job. So this is obviously a farmer. I must have used wheat to get emeralds with him. It then unlocks a second tier where I can use emeralds to buy pineapples apparently. Which isn't much use. So basically you need, as I say, you need to find the ones that don't have a speciality. And I found 4 that like living in this house. In fact, you're one of them. So there's him. There's one of them. This is the one that must have been near that pedestal and taken the pedestal off of him. But up here, hopefully, yes. So a guy with an infinity book for 18 emeralds. That guy down there at one point had, I believe it was 9 emeralds for the same thing. So I thought, oh great, I can regenerate this guy by just ripping up the pedestal and putting it down again. But I had already used him, so I think it's locked in. And also when I went away to go and try and get something to get emeralds, it changed. So I gave us this. So yeah, the way you sort of regenerate that is try and get this guy out of the way. If I hold up a book, will he follow me? I don't know how this works. So you see he's gone back to a normal dude now. Is there any way that I could box you in somewhere? Hey guy. Why don't I build you your own special house extension? Where the hell have you gone? Come here. Take this while I'm here. Bit of XP, bit of coal. Nowhere to put it, but hey, why don't you come here into this lovely little house extension I built for you? Okay, well it can exist. So yeah, to show you how this works, let's just block that off so that guy doesn't come back in. If I get the pedestal, put it next to him so that he can reach it, we'll then see he's changed, and then we can look what books he's got. So he's got Frostwalker, which I'm not sure if that's good or not, because obviously what Frostwalker does is when you walk on water, it creates ice, so it'd be a good way of maybe mining ice. But I have no way of generating those emeralds, so probably by the time I go back to my base and come back, that tray will have gone. But it is a sort of good thing to show what happens. So again, now I've broken that, he's gone back to normal peasant clothes. So I put it down again, and yeah, you see he's changed. Look at it. He's now back to offering kind of this naff trade. 21 pages. I need 24. Of course I do. The whole idea behind this is that, actually, unfortunately, a zombie can get in here, a baby zombie. But if you flick that up, I can get out of here. But they don't know how to. They don't have knees apparently, so they can't get out. Let's just chuck some random crap we don't need. Yep, crap trade again. You basically do this. So you got a knockback book there. Loyalty. I'm also having to Google it because there's a lot of books. I believe that's to do with the trident. Death Strider. I almost want to stop doing this because I know I'm eventually going to find a really good one that I can't buy because I don't have the stuff. I think we need to get some emeralds sort of, excuse me, prepared and ready for use. Like Feather Falling 2. Could be quite a good book, but I need some good trades. Another problem, of course, that we have is the fact that I don't have a way of getting stuff from here. So, like, that guy is great. He's kind of stuck there. He's glued in. He's ready to go. But it's not very convenient to get books from him. Poisonous potato. He spat that away. He didn't want it. Didn't want that poisonous potato. Fair enough. Double in, mate. Is he putting stuff in his composter yet? He is. Look at you, Farmer Billy. What? Excellent. See, I don't think you necessarily need breeders like you used to do. Obviously, I guess if you like, I think there's 4 here. If you use all them 4 up with different trades, like, you know, one with Infinity, and I do have an Infinity book now, one with Fortune, you know, stuff like that, and you want more, obviously I guess you have to breed them, but otherwise I guess not. Another thing is, I'm fairly sure this is far enough away. See our build there that hopefully there wouldn't be a problem. Something that would be interesting, because I'm just thinking, obviously I would have to you know, thinking of ways to transport them. Meh, he hasn't got a job yet, so he doesn't want to trade. That's my understanding. But these people, yeah, they'd love to trade. walk on sort of the village fair by the looks of it. Yep, he's not interested. He's also not interested because he doesn't have a job. But these in here do. I do worry about when they get like stuck here, that a zombie will come from above and get them. So I try and create a little ladder down that they don't use, and then end up going up there. And then these two are doing something very dodgy up there, and there's two on the roof there. So I don't know. I am thinking. What if I built like a little market area that they could go in? I do kind of like the idea of them staying in the village, but almost a good approved bed. It just doesn't have the logo. Yeah. So that's them. As I say, I could really do with, and this is one of the reasons why I'm making that new vertical wheat farm, is so I can generate a load of emeralds. Can I borrow a carrot from you guys? Would you be mad if I borrowed a carrot? If I could borrow a carrot, then you can borrow an M16 rifle. That's like a UK joke of some military ads that we have, where it's like, if you can play an Xbox, then you can fly a drone. If you can fly a drone, you too can fire a missile. And if you can fire a missile, you can kill a terrorist or something. Like, they kind of like joined all the steps together so that, like, oh, if you're a young person who's interested in toasters, actually you'd be a great fit for the army. Ooh, hello. Ooh, hello. Ooh, that's not what I want to do. That's definitely not what I want to do. Please don't break that. That'd be a pain in the ass to make. You blended in well in the long grass. Nearly. You see? Caves are just weird now. Yeah, you just can't nip into a cave. It's like an ordeal. Got some more coal, because you can never have enough coal. But yeah, other than the resource pack, this is completely vanilla. To go back to what I was saying before about having to switch between the two machines, it takes ages to copy this instance folder over between the two things. Not because it's very big, it's like 500 meg, but it's like 700 files, because they're all so small. And it's a lot easier to copy one 5 gig file than millions of files that in total are 5 gig, or whatever I just said. Because the way that file transfer protocols work, what the fuck am I doing? So yes. It would be interesting if the nether portals are further enough away, to the point where I actually wouldn't mind, if it's close, moving the portal here somewhere else. And moving these through the nether, because I don't want to have something joining these two things together. That's why we have the sort of dock and everything. Which is why, if we can do it in the nether, I'll do it in the nether. Whoa. Oh, it's a dark moon. Is there special mobs for that? Also, I guess I can take this down. I don't know what it was for. And clearly, I think it was for probably a zombie villager that's disappeared. Never mind. Let's have a little sleep. So yes, I wonder if we should try and make like a writable book. Oh no, what I wanted to do was plant some carrots. I'm going to plant them in our old farm here, just because I don't want them to get lost. Have some wheat. I could breed these guys, maybe. And we can have leather as well. Have some more seeds in here now. Well, we have got some carrots. Yeah, there's not much point unless you've got the emeralds to. Let me grab those carrots. Unless you've got the emeralds to lock in a trade when a good one appears, you're kind of knackered. Let me just fuck this shit out of the way. Potatoes and carrots. I'd really like to make more of these at some point, but not today. Also need to make some more glass. As I usually make these a load taller than this, but I don't want it to be too much of an eyesore. I'd rather make a few of them. More resource intensive because of the dispensers, but also these really are just for trades only, because once KFC is up and running, which I do plan on sort of building up on here. Because I'll have loads of seed. Well, we've got loads of eggs. Because you need sort of two sets of chickens. I could possibly build it here. You can sort of build a building around the sort of cobblestone section, but I think this is only meant to be temporary, but there isn't a reason why we can't build onto the front of this, so there'd be a dispenser there that fires the egg. Maybe we should do that and actually build something. Yeah, okay, that's... Okay. Yeah, so we could build something like that here. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave the episode here. If you enjoyed, click the like button and all that shenanigans. And then I'll record another video immediately after, where we will look at actually getting the innards of our KFC up and running. So, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.